Hello everyone! In this video I will present to you a collaborative concept sharing software called Central Desktop. Specifically, I will introduce how it might be helpful in HRD settings. We will discuss different areas such as instructional design, performance improvement, and coaching. Two other software, Kpost and Productive, may be seen as substitutes to Central Desktop. However, I would like to make comparison between these three software. First, the price. Kpost ranges between $95 up to $250 per month. Productive is free, and Central Desktop provides a free trial version and upgrade version of $99 per month. Second, the use of features. Kpost provides a platform that serves mainly marketing purposes, and Productive gives a framework that is more helpful for working in teams. Central Desktop, on the other hand, has additional features that make it more beneficial for HRD use. For example, it has a space for virtual meetings, a space for project management, and a space for task management. In addition, it has the option to assign a task to a person or a group of people. Also, with Central Desktop, you can invite external guests, which will be required when you work with external trainers, consultants, or coaches. In addition, it doesn't require an in-depth knowledge to be used. Besides, their technical support and maintenance are beneficial. For instructional design, which can be represented with the ADDIE model, HRD professionals can conduct different individual analyses and share them through Central Desktop so that everybody in the needs assessment team can share the information. While discussing their ideas and different perspectives, they can design a final agreed upon version. After that, they can assign to each other tasks for the development part. They can use a Gantt chart to monitor their task achievement. If there is a task that needs to be achieved by many, as soon as one is done with it, he or she can assign it to the next concerned person. The HRD professionals can choose to implement the project on a face-to-face basis or through the software in the section of virtual meetings. These two last parts, which are implementation and evaluation, will depend on the context of the organization. Nevertheless, HRD professionals can evaluate the success of their project through discussing it on the software and coming up with future decisions. Concerning performance improvement, facilitators can assess the performance of their teams through Gantt charts of the team or through following incompleted projects. Of course, the team members have to be registered and each will post his or her progress of the tasks. Facilitators will be able to guide individual performances through comments and virtual meetings to attain the level they are willing to achieve. In this sense, the software will facilitate feedback to guide towards the goals of the organization. Coaching is another area that Central Desktop facilitates. Employees will be registered in the software and they will be invited to coaching sessions that are provided by internal or external coaches. The coaching can be done through web meetings and/or sharing of guidelines and successful project resolutions using Central Desktop. Let's now explore the features of Central Desktop. There are three main elements in the board: workspaces, My Dashboard, and web meetings. There is an additional favorite frame that serves to mark the important events and quicken the navigation. Workspaces contains a section for creating new workspaces and a section for managing workspaces. Let's now try to create a new workspace. Hit Workspaces, New Workspace, and you are directed to a page. A new workspace is basically the name of a project, a client, a department, or anything you're willing to share within your team. So give your workspace a name. You can give it a description too if you want to better explain to your teammates. Then you're given a direct URL address that you can share for easy access, but don't forget to make the workspace private. If you make it public, the URL address would be read by everyone. If you want to keep the project at the level of the team, keep it private workspace, and then hit create workspace. Once you have created your workspace, you are directed to the workspace page, which is empty so far. You can share files with your colleagues by dragging files in this section. There is a project management section. Once you have enough tasks, you can create Gantt charts. You can also see tasks that are assigned by other people to you. There is a calendar where you can see coming events and also create events. You just have to go to the desired date and hit new event. People is a section for inviting internal guests or external guests to participate in your workspace. Settings is for editing the workspace. You can add a description or make it public. And last, properties gives you a summary of your workspace. You can see normally if you have dates, you will see the dates here, the owner, etc. In My Dashboard section, there are a number of shortcuts. You can hit My Dashboard to see this page where you have the activity stream of your tasks and workspaces. You have a calendar where you can see the coming events and also create new tasks or create new events. You can also write something that's on your mind right now or a task you're willing to accomplish and share it. You just have to refresh the page and you will see the task that we have created. The second shortcut is My Tasks, where you can see your tasks. You can see the tasks that are assigned by other people to you, or you can create new tasks and assign them to others. And also you can see tasks where you're copied in. My Calendar under My Dashboard will enable you to see your calendar. You can select to see only the events and tasks, or to see only the milestones, or to see everything at the same time. You can see the events you're invited in and you have to attend, for example, or you can create new events. You can give the event a name, a description. You can of course change the size, the font. You have to choose the workspace within which you want to create this event, and then the organizer, who is you, and then invite other people. If you want to notify other users by email, it's also a good option for maximum communication. You will choose the date for your event, when it starts, when it ends. And then if you want any repeats, for example, weekly repeats, and then the location, and create the event. There are a number of options in here. For example, don't send text message reminder. These are only reminders to better communicate. Last, there is My Reports in My Dashboard, which gives you the summary of everything, but you select what you want to see exactly. For example, you want to see a detailed list of the activities, you want to include only certain workspaces, and you keep selecting and deselecting what you want to see or what you don't want to see. Also, you precise the date and then you run the report, and you are given the specific activities that you selected and that you wanted to see. Now, a very important section that makes Central Desktop unique is web meetings. You can go to web meetings and see that you have three options: host a web meeting, schedule a web meeting, or join a web meeting. If we hit join a web meeting, you only need to have the ID, which will be given by your colleagues or the host of the web meeting. You just type it and then join the meeting. The second option is to host a web meeting. If you want to do so, just click on it and you will be directed to a page asked to download a setup. Just click OK, follow the steps, and you will find it very easy. If you want to schedule a web meeting, it's similar to the event we've created. You give a name, a description, precise the workspace you want to put your event in, and then the dates, the place, and then some options for better communication, and then hit create event. If you want to make use to favorites to quicken the navigation, you can select a workspace from my dashboard by clicking on it. In the home page, you will go to options and then add to favorite. It should be added to favorite. If you can't see it, just refresh your page and you will notice that now it is added and you can go to it very quickly. I will end up this video tutorial with some do's and don'ts. For do's, I would say make use of the video meetings, and also don't forget to see the options when you create events by clicking send email for every invitation to communicate a maximum with your guests. Also, constantly visualize your My Calendar to keep track on the tasks and projects. And last, make use of the Help Center for extra guidance. For don'ts, don't forget to switch to your company to see the tasks that are related to your company. You can be invited as an external guest, and therefore you will have many companies, and you can switch to each one in order to see what's going on in each of these, and you will have different pages for each. And also for the URL, don't forget to make it public or private. Remember that Central Desktop is a good tool for HRD professionals. I suggest you use it for instructional design, performance improvement, or coaching. However, don't feel limited to these areas. You can use the software in many different ways. The advantages of the software is that it doesn't require an in-depth knowledge. Therefore, you can discover other ways to use it by your own. Thank you for watching this tutorial.